Hello, guys. I want us to listen to our big boss in Africa, the king of kings, the president of presidents. This man is great leader. He's saying that 10 countries in the space of how many months coup has been happening. Even though some countries has been in Africa, some countries, the coup that happened there was being sponsored by France, because France is one of the barbaric Europe country that colonized 40 to 30% countries, some country in Africa. I want you guys to know that the continent of Africa is suffering. Almost 30 to 40% of some of the country in the continent of Africa is suffering today because of France. Because anywhere France step his feet, there must be war, and the citizens in that country will suffer on abject poverty. So that's why you see France, it shall never be well with that barbaric country. It shall never be well with them. I am saying it, and I was still saying in this video, that a day will come, France will suffer. They will be begging as they have been begging from their generation to Africa, because if there's no continent of Africa, there will never be France. So you guys should watch Ibrahim Traore, the hero of president in Africa. This man, I'm giving him this name, president of Africa. He is a leader, with the other one in Niger and the other one in Mali, the Sahel state, the Sahel country. This man, he is a revolutionary president in his country and a sign to another people in Africa. I'm seeing Tinubu selling Nigeria to France, and it's going to be a catastrophe. Nigeria are going to suffer because France has already invaded Nigeria. Their poverty will rise up to 60%. They are going to suffer. Tinubu have already sold Nigeria to France. You guys should share this video.
I want you to pause for a moment and think about this number. 10 coups, not in 50 years, not in a generation. 10 coups in just 5 years. Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Niger, Gabon, Sudan, Chad, and more attempts we are not even allowed to discuss openly. Every time it happens, the same voices rise. They say Africa is unstable. They say Africans do not understand democracy. They say we are allergic to civilian rule. But no one asks the real question. Was democracy ever real here in the first place? Because what we were given was not power in the hands of the people. It was elections without sovereignty, ballot boxes guarded by foreign interests, presidents who spoke the language of their people during campaigns, then answered to outsiders once elected. For decades, Africans voted and voted again, yet our resources kept leaving, our debts kept growing, our armies stayed under-equipped, our youth kept migrating, our currency stayed controlled, our future stayed negotiated in rooms we were never invited into. So when soldiers step in, I do not ask first whether they wear uniforms or suits. I ask something more dangerous. Who are the civilians really serving? Because if democracy means choosing leaders who cannot protect land, dignity, or independence, then we must be honest with ourselves. Maybe what failed was not Africa. Maybe what failed was an imported system that never trusted Africans to truly decide their own destiny. That is the conversation many fear, but it is one we must finally have. For many years, I listened carefully when Africa was lectured about democracy. I listened when they told us to hold elections on schedule, to respect procedures, to follow models designed far away from our villages and cities. We were told that if we followed these rules, stability would come, development would follow, dignity would return. But I want to speak honestly now. What they called democracy in Africa was often a performance, not power. The people voted, yes, but the decisions that shaped our economies, our currencies, our security, and our future were already decided elsewhere. The ballot box existed, but sovereignty did not. I ask you to remember what life looked like under so-called democratic governments. Gold was extracted, yet communities around the mines remained poor. Cotton was exported, yet farmers stayed trapped in debt. Soldiers wore uniforms, yet lacked basic equipment.